Hey guys, this is Silverlava and welcome back to my room to room tutorial series. In this episode we will be going through rooms 25 through 32. So if you want help in one of those rooms or you're confused in anything in one of those rooms, you can watch this video. And if you want an individual room, there will be links in the description to the individual times in the video of where I show the rooms. Okay, so we're going to move right into it. Room 25. In this room, it looks pretty similar to the last room, except, of course, there's less blocks up here now, and this thing is getting wider. And yeah, so all you have to do is get across here to start. Nothing special up here. We get over to here and jump to here. I failed. Nice. Okay. Take number 2. We're going to make this, because if everyone else had to make it, I should have to make it too, right? So, I'm going to show that I can make it. Alright, let's not be reckless here. You gotta line yourself up right here, and then jump forward, and you should fall right through the opening. Okay. So now we go down here, you'll probably be like, wait, there's no way to get there. And then you go back up the stairs. At least that's what you do if you don't realize this. So this is a barrier block. If you don't know what that is, it was added in 1.8. It's an invisible block for creative that doesn't allow you to go through it. Now you can see the outline in survival, but it's a lot easier to see if we go into creative. So that's what I will do for this room, because there are a lot of barrier blocks in this room. So if we give ourselves a barrier block, come on, there we go. If we hold a barrier block, we should be able to see the rest pop up in the room. This should be make it a lot easier to show how to get through the room. So first one right here, I'm gonna jump up here, fall down, jump over here, and over to here. Now this is where most people will go, right? Because of course if you couldn't see the barrier blocks, you wouldn't see this passage going off this way, and you would just continue to jump along here, right? Now this was never intended, but okay, if you don't break it, because I'm in creative, there's a block right there, right? And if you're looking out here trying to get to this, you might notice these two blocks right here. And the problem with that is, once people realize that, they realize that they can just fall from up there down to there. So, and then just go through there, and the button's like right over there. So that is a huge shortcut through this room, as a lot of these late rooms have, like, huge shortcuts. But I'm going to show you the actual way I intended for you to get through the room. So that path is a lot longer for that, and there's a lot of different shortcuts you could take. But basically, you go out here, jump to here, jump to here, jump all the way to here, over here. That's a 3-block jump, by the way, in the middle there. Then over to here, and you're on solid blocks again. And you go over here, and up here, and you go up this. This is just a thing here. Careful above you, you run into a block. Jump over to this path, and then there's like just one wide jumps. Now, of course, you could just jump up from there to there, but this is the route I intended, so whatever. Okay, and if you don't fail that, you make it to here. Oh wait, I see. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, since this block is in the way, you're supposed to go this way, then over to here, then over to here, then over here, and then over here, and then over here. And then you're supposed to fall down here. And this is how you're actually supposed to get here, which is a lot longer, obviously. But, of course, you can just, if you want to, if you don't feel like doing all that, you can just start here and fall directly down to this block. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a huge shortcut in this room. And then, jump over here. You can see there's a lapis block right there. If you look over here, stand here, you can easily press this lapis block and move on to room 26. Okay, so room 26. This was kind of one of those rooms where I completely ran out of ideas, and I was just looking through the creative menu for a block I hadn't used yet, and I was like, okay, this one works, I'll just make a room using this. And in this case, it was doors. So this room is probably one of the most boring rooms in the entire thing. Go over here, you can look through the glass, see there's a lapis block and a bunch of doors. And you go over here, and there's a button here, and if you press it, a door spawns over there. And something interesting is, since doors are 2 blocks, I actually had to there was actually 2 set block command blocks back there, setting the bottom half of the door and the top half of the door, and had to like do the rotation correctly for the door to spawn in properly. So that took a bit of configuring. But we have this here, right? And all you have to do is do the really old door trick of jumping up here and getting up here. Now, of course, after I made this room and uploaded the map, I thought of a lot of better things I could have done. One of them being that this was an iron door, and used like a pressure plate or something back here that opened the door, and you had to run all the way over here and jump right as the door closed, so you could get up. So I could have done something like that, but unfortunately I didn't. So maybe you could pretend. Maybe you could pretend that this is a race and just like rush across here as fast as you can. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that was really simple room. And I have no idea why these doors are on either side. I actually found that really annoying. I would have had them all on this side to hide the glass, but it didn't work. So I don't know. This is just me placing doors. If anyone knows like how to get doors on a certain side of a block, then please tell me because I could not figure it out. Alright, anyway, that's room 26, and next is room 27. Alright, so room 27. Right away you can see that this wall was pushed this way, so I now have to stand closer to the wall to see the sign. And there's slime blocks everywhere. So at the end of the map I did list this room as a suggestion from Green 11, but that was just because it reminded me that I could use slime blocks. So I decided to give him credit for that, because otherwise I wouldn't have thought of them. But slime blocks are pretty simple. If you land on them, you bounce up, and you don't want to fall in lava and all that stuff. I'm going to turn up my sounds because I did not realize they were off. There we go. There we go, that's a lot better. Okay, so now you can actually hear the game. So yeah, slime blocks, you just bounce off of them. Alright, so how to actually get through this room though. I'm going to turn that down a bit, especially the lava sounds. I have no idea which one of these is lava sound. I'm going to assume it's ambient environment. It definitely was not. Whatever. Okay, so when you see this room, most people, I think, probably just went like this to try to get to here, because that's where the button is. You can't do that because there's barrier blocks in the way. So that was just to prevent. Okay, I'm going to turn it down a bit, because the lava's really loud. So there you go. So you can't get that way. What you're supposed to do is jump here. Okay, well, don't hold space, because otherwise you fall. This is supposed to be easy. I can usually make this. Hang on. Let's see. Bounce. 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 Oh, come on. Okay, I have to make this. Because this is supposed to be easy jumps. I think it's because I'm recording. That's been an excuse a lot in these videos. There we go. Okay. And then you come up here, and you do the exact same thing. You can actually bounce, 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 and land right here. And that's all you have to do. You can, of course, like, jump into the lava, jump for it, and then climb up on it and wait for the fire to go away one at a time. That's a lot slower than actually making the jumps. Okay, room 28. So in this one we have used MC Edit to place lava everywhere. And this slime block is just here so you don't take any damage when you fall. If you hold shift you do take damage, which I just did, so you can see that's how much damage I would have taken if I would have fallen correctly, and I'll show you here what the slime does if you don't hold shift, which I totally did on purpose. Just bounce like that. If you hold space it'll actually make you fall slower, which is actually what I meant to hold when I pressed shift there. Anyway, so if you were to look from up there, you could have seen the maze, figured it out pretty quickly. I'll just show you the route here since I'm already down here. This way, this way, this way, and don't run into lava there. That's not part of the maze. You don't have to do that to get through. Then up here, stairs fall directly down here, in which I guess there should have been a slime block following the same logic right there, but there wasn't, so whatever. Through here, through here, through here, through here, through here. Without dying, okay. Well, this is a perfect time to show you something else. You can jump for here if you want to, and not fall in the lava. Okay, well I failed there. Let's just die. What I was trying to show you is that if you fall down here and go this way, and then this way, it is totally possible to just do this. Yeah. This was not an intended thing about the map, by the way. Being able to make it through lava walls. I didn't even know that you could do it until I saw people doing it when they played the map. But you are not supposed to be able to make it through walls, which is actually something that completely ruins this room, which I'll show you in a second. But that was room 28, and moving on to the next room. Alright, so room number 29. Now this room is similar in concept to room number 19, which if you remember was the one where there was random iron blocks strewn about, and you had to find your way through them, like a really confusing maze. This was the same kind of concept, except this time it was lava, which was a cool thing because it made you die and made you have to be careful, but was also a bad thing because, unfortunately, you can actually make it through the lava. Let me show you what I mean here. If you fall down here and hold space to stay down here, you can actually, like, just get through blocks like this if you run. Like that. Well, I failed there because I went too far, but if I would have stayed, and let's show it here because this is easier. So I can just make it through this and not die. And then I won't die. So you can make it through one thick blocks of lava, which was not intended at all. for this map. I mentioned that the last room, but if you didn't watch that, then there you go. So the actual way to solve this room, you're not supposed to actually go through any lava things, which I saw a lot of people recording videos do, unfortunately. So when you get down here, using the slime block, you notice there's a path this way. If you follow it over to here, you can see the path splits off here. If you go this way, to the right, and don't run into the lava, because that's not part of it. God dang it. I'm obviously, maybe hold shift, yeah, shift is a lot easier. Okay, so we continue through here, you can see it's a dead end. So that was pretty useless. Let's go back. This way. And then we go this way, and there's way this way, but obviously this isn't right, because this is another path right here, so that's not correct. There's no way to go through there. And then going over this way, looks promising, except you get over here, all the way over here, and it's a dead end. So none of these paths work. The actual way to get through without touching any lava is actually using this slime block or just jumping. Now, you can just, of course, jump for right here, which is the actual way you're supposed to do it. But the intended way, because that's what this video is supposed to be about, is doing this. That was the intended way to get through. It's supposed to be really tricky, but I obviously failed at many things in doing that. So anyway, when you land there off the slime block, or you jump, or you go through the lava, whichever one works for you, come over here, get over here, and you see the lava block right here, which you can just push from right in here without running into lava, because that sets you on fire and is annoying. Okay, so that was room 29, which was unfortunately broken. Okay, room 30. Now this room confused a lot of people, and it took some people a really long time when it didn't need to. I guess I kind of tricked people in this room, but I didn't expect them to be tricked that much. Okay, so when you look down here, you can see there's 5 slime blocks on the floor. If we go down here, you can see there's a lever up there, and the lapis block is up there. Now, I thought it was obvious what you're supposed to do in this room. There's slime blocks right there, so you're supposed to get on top of that block, hit that lever, that puts a block on that side, and you're supposed to bounce on that, get up there. Now to get that, you have to get up there, right? And a lot of people tried this, like tried bouncing on here, going over here, and landing there. And I expected people to try that, because that block was there, but I expected it to happen once. I did not expect people to try to do that same thing over and over and over again until they eventually cheated to get through the room, or they gave up and started like jumping off this ledge and trying to hit the block as they fell. The actual way to do it is you literally just run forward, and this block right here is a decoy. In fact, it's not even a decoy, it's just left over from the previous room, because that was what was there for the past 2 rooms. So when I show disappearing, but you don't need to use it at all. You just literally hold control, hold W, and you're good. I didn't even touch the mouse there, I just held control and I held W. That's all you need to get up there. You don't use that block at all. You bounce off that block and then off that block, and you get up here. So then after that, you do pretty much the same thing. Just hold the control and W, you land on this block, jump up to flip this lever. Then that puts that block out, die in this lava. Control and W. Look, Ma, 2 fingers. And then just do this. And lapis block is right above you. Alright, room 31. If you turn around, there's an indent here. So that's cool. And then we got kind of the same deal going on down here, the lava with the slime blocks. Now there's 2 pistons. And if you jump down here and climb the staircase, you can see that up here at the top is a perfect position to jump down onto these slime blocks and hit the lever. So if I do that, if I just run off the side, no jumping, and I can hit the lever like that, land in the lava, and do it again. And you can see when I flip that lever, that block disappeared. So then when we go over here, flip the other lever now, so we climb up the staircase and go this way. Then we just run off, look up, I missed there, so we'll try that again, because I want to prove to you that these rooms are very easy for me. I don't know, ignore me. I'm okay, whatever. Jumping, look up. Okay, I can't move my mouse fast enough for some reason because I'm lagging, so we're just gonna flip it. But you can see I did it for the other side. It's basically the exact same thing. Again, actually I should probably just fly up here because that's a lot faster. Now, when the water falls down, when the water comes out of there, when this block goes away, it kind of makes a cool little pattern against the lava. Like, rest against the lava. That's 8 blocks away. Or no, it's not, is it? Whatever, I don't care. Going through here. Now, if you're smart, you might recognize something like this from very early on, but I didn't see anyone notice, so we'll just go over that later. Alright, going up here, the lapis block is just right on the ceiling. Okay, and that was room number 31. Alright, room number 32, this is the last room going over in this video, but make sure to stay tuned for the next video, which should actually be going up later today, since I'm uploading them both today. And that video should reveal a lot more about the map that you want to know. But just doing room 32 right now, so if you look at this room, you can turn around, you can see the lapis block is right there, but you can't reach it, because there's a block in the way. And if you look down here, you can see that there's a lever. Now, this was one of the rooms where I was, like, running out of ideas. A lot of people just fell, hit the lever as they fell. What you're supposed to do is climb the ladder up to here, come up here, and you're supposed to jump and hit the lever, like that. But a lot of people did it with falling, which I guess is completely fine. So that's it. That's the entire level. Then you just come over here and press the button. Alright, so thanks for watching episode 4 of this tutorial series. Make sure you stay tuned for episode 5, which should come out later today, like I promised last week in episode 2, or episode 3, whatever it was. I said episode 5 will be coming out on Saturday, and it is Saturday, so you're getting episodes 4 and 5 on the same day, because Thanksgiving set my schedule back. But anyway, make sure you stay tuned for that, because that should reveal a lot more about these last few rooms of the map. But until then, my name is Silver Lava, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.